I'm Jazmin Anderson. You guys are like to right here to JTV, the Jazmin Anderson Show. And today's show is more serious. We have a really great discussion to talk about what's going on in the world. And I feel like whatever's going on in the world is important and impacting us some type of way here, wherever you are. So I have a special guest today. His name is 2J. He's an artist and American, but born in Nigerian artist. You guys give him a round of applause for being here. 2J.
Hey,
How are you, 2J?
I'm all right. Just,
And I'm just so happy that you wanted to talk about the discussion of what's going on in Africa, black on
black crime, the Xenophobia attack in Africa is currently going on in South Africa right now, and it's been going on for about 2 weeks.
Wow.
And every time I go in the media, I don't really see it the way it's supposed to be projected, you know.
Like they're not
Yeah,
talking
it's not
about
censored.
what's going
Yeah,
on
it's not talking
news.
about.
Look at these
It's
pictures.
just yeah.
Wow.
It's just few people really taking time out to
God.
post it. The artists, superstars, movie stars, and all of this, they kind of they're just not paying attention to it. And I kind of feel like it's our responsibility to let the world know what's going on, because this is not politics. This is life. We're talking about humans' life. Yeah, so that's why we're here to discuss about that.
And the fact that you wanted to highlight it because you were born in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's so much going on, just period, in Africa,
Yeah.
that we don't know or how we're perceived to how things are going on in Africa. So it's just like for this, because I remember there was something else, I want to say last year, that was going on where I was finding out that people were still being sold as slaves.
Yeah.
So that was like crazy to me.
That was in Libya. That was in
Oh,
Libya.
that was in Libya, but
Yeah,
it was
Libya.
still was like close, and it just was still like, what is going on in the world, you know? And it took for someone to come out first and start talking
about it, yeah.
for it to get out there to stop it. So now we have this crime going on. What do you feel like started this crime going on, black on black crime in Africa?
Really, I'll say the reason why this thing going on is because of lack of education. I wouldn't say our people is not educated. I wouldn't say Africans not educated, but it's the material that they're educated with.
For sure.
If you're not properly equipped with proper material and where you're from, there'll be an issue. You know, you'll be deceived. You can easily be led to do anything you're not willing to do, or something you feel like is right to do, but
That's so true.
really is not right. So throwing more lights on that. I mean, I grew up in Nigeria. I went to school in Africa. I went to high school. I also went to my first elementary out there. But the histories are not taught about Africa.
Like it's not being taught in the schools.
No, in the schools. The history they teach out there is about Western world, about American history, the European histories and stuff. So when kids are confused, they can get into any kind of engagement, especially when there's war or whatever going on, just because of proper education or proper installment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was the number one reason of the xenophobic attack, because the South Africans claims that the black, which is especially Nigerians, are taking over their jobs. So what
because you was telling me
yeah.
the other day, like how certain people aren't from there. Like Americans coming over, they're driving a certain way, they're living in homes, but yet people who live there have small businesses. It might be something with the phone company.
The Africans that migrate up there, these people just like most Africans out here looking for greener pasture, you know, in the U.S. So out there in South Africa is the closest place to other African neighboring countries where they can just, you know, migrate to and start up a little business, like cell phone shop, little grocery store, corner stores, and all of that. And the people with the industrial company, the big companies like the big network company, GSM and all that, these are the oppressors.
Wow.
These are the people that control the economy. The migrants, the few, I'm talking about, we have Chinese, we have Europeans, we have Americans, we have all these people over there with big company, auto company, mobile phone company.
And that's the richest continent.
Yeah. And you guys
Wow.
now going out after these guys, and you going after the guys with small stores, kiosks, corner stores, and little businesses, and you saying these are the guys taking the food out from your mouth.
Yeah.
I think you need to like reevaluate yourself. You know,
No, I
that's
totally agree. So, what you seeing that and saying that, what would you say is a solution to getting us moving towards that direction? Of
I
coming
think
together?
letting our people know the truth. I mean, education first, you know, seminars. You need to tell
Doing
these
some
guys
seminars.
what is real, what the oppressors is. Matter of fact, they need to start publishing the government funding. You know how governments disburse the funds to the community. That's what they need to start looking about and see who is and who actually taking food out of the mouth of the masses. You know, and
Right.
if you can never tell that, you're gonna fight against
Yourself.
yourself or your
Wow.
neighbor.
So, you think it's something to do with self-hate within themselves, or do
Yeah.
you feel like it's because it's nothing they feel like they're working for why they are attacking each other?
Let me tell you something. Like I came out to this country. I came to the United States 18. I just turned 18 when I came. So my first schools out here when I was going to school, the most people to hate on us in Africa is like our black brothers.
Oh, sure.
They use all kind of references, oh, stanky bread, stanking Africa, African booties crasher. I even got an
That's
album.
really
I
our
made a
shame.
song on called FOB. That was one of my songs, FOB, FOB. That's kind of a word that was used to describe a migrant, foreigner.
Wow.
And in Africa that come out here to, that you in high school or going to college, you're being
Yeah.
described as FOB. By who? Our black brothers. So, and also, for several occasions, our workplace shows or whatever network place, a lot of black people out here also tend to like, oh yeah, Africans always come up here acting like they got money, they do that, they do this, they got
Just
jobs.
taught to hate one
Yeah,
another.
yeah, they start to hate one another, forgetting, yo, if I make it all the way from
Do you make
Africa
it? Yeah.
and come out here and I'm working hard to make my end, and you sitting back just watching us, at the end of the day, a result gonna be called.
Sure.
Whoever work hard gonna have something to benefit, and whoever was watching is just gonna be a fan.
No, I
So, and I know a lot of people here being fan of success, cause they want to be the person successful. But and when it turns out like that, they just have this hate crime and just African, oh Nigeria,
Yeah.
Nigeria. But it's all it's like an open field for everybody to trade, for everybody to do whatever they want to do to earn whatever you want to earn. So I don't think somebody should hate on somebody's success.
No, I
Right.
totally agree.
Yeah, so that was
And we need to
just
come more together and be more supportive of one another. I feel like that is something that is missing in the community
that is what's missing,
everywhere. Yeah, especially the black community.
and
I
that's
feel
what's
like.
causing the big war in South Africa right now.
And then with phobia, like just the fact what's going on. Like I know you said seminars and the education and
Yeah.
things like that that we need to do. But how do you feel like we can help right now? Something
Right
with
now,
what's going
I
on.
would say best way we can do right now. You know, there's what I see going on recently for the past month.
Mhm.
Beyonce, you know, she's out there featuring a lot of Africans in the music, which has never happened before. And these are the same people that, I mean, sometimes just a word can change a lot,
No, that's true.
you know, and or just sharing a post or just putting something out there to support what you see that's going on that's not right. Because we can't rely on our politicians to solve that, because it's gonna be politics. Anything that is politics
Yeah.
is something takes a while.
So you're saying we as a people, if
We
we
as a
post
people,
and
yeah.
are aware of what's going on, it can help.
Yeah, we gotta make that awareness. We gotta add
Yeah.
our efforts. You know, inviting every musician, every stars, African stars, American stars, or worldwide, anywhere you are. If you have anything that you kind of like have a feeling for Africans and Nigerians out there in South Africans too, come on, man. We all need to put
Okay.
hands together and try to see how we can eradicate this xenophobic attack that's going on out there.
Okay. And I did see that you actually had something with Trevor. You said he happened to be one of the people that you
Yeah,
saw.
I think Trevor Noah. He's the only guy that I kind of seen on CNN in the big media outlet that has something to say about this whole situation.
Yeah.
Then scrolling through media and going through everything on social media,
Wow.
BBC News and all that stuff, man, everything is censored. What we see,
And because of the images, you know, like for it to be like people set on fire, for it to be so.
Before I got to the interview today, I asked a couple of people, you know what's going on in South Africa?
And we don't know. Nobody knows. Like, I wouldn't know if you didn't bring the story to me and what's going on, because it's not being, like you said, it's not being advertised, it's not being talked about. Nobody's having the conversation so we can get some solutions to help us.
And these are very, very horrific stuff going on out there. I was watching the other day, I seen somebody was trying to film what's going on with a cell phone through their window.
Wow.
And the cop just grabbed his gun and pop and shot at the phone recorder.
Right. So you're saying even the police and the government, they're not even trying to help what's going on. They're letting them attack and go crazy on it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And that was black on black. And we out here in America.
They're letting them fight each other.
Worried about, what white people think about us or what white people think about black. I mean, while we over there, where I think it's about 10% white over there. And nobody bothered them. And the 10% white, they control the economy.
Oh, God.
And you saying it's your neighboring Africans that is taking y'all foods away. No. You need to go back and do a lot more studies about your own economy before attacking or killing another person. That is just, I think that's what we need to emphasize on more, telling people, the South African people, to go and reevaluate themselves and go through.
Reevaluate.
Yeah, and do a little bit of study. Don't just listen to somebody say, he said, and that's it, and you reacting over what he or she said. That is not a way to live life, and that's not a way to keep Africa. Africa we want. And I'm an advocate for Africa oneness. You know, I had a song called One Love song. Yeah. It's supposed to be like every African is supposed to be like show each other good faith and a good way to get to the next level. If
we
not,
need to play that song. That song needs to be heard more for us to do that.
If not, we're going to just continually be in the bottom forever. And Africa, we still in the bottom. We still at the bottom.
So we can work together. I don't know why every other race, every other can work together and want to see each other do better. For some reason, we feel like if we're not doing better, we don't want someone else to succeed.
At all.
For some people. But some people are reaching back and helping versus like, well, I made it. I don't know what you're going to do, but I made it. Versus having that mentality, but to have it where, I made it, you can make it too. Let me help you with the formula on how to make it.
Nah, over there in Africa.
It's not happening.
It's not happening.
And we need to see more of that
happen. And guess who they embrace more? If I have let's say I have a great idea right now to change stuff, to change situation in Africa, they're not going to listen to me. But if a white person have the same idea.
Wow.
That
just shows like how brainwashed I feel like.
Thank you.
We've been
brainwashed.
Years upon years of brainwash, like just to dumb us down so much where we could see someone as our own and feel like, no, you don't want to see me do well, so I'm just gonna shut everything about you off.
Another thing I gotta say is my experience growing up in Africa. They always had, and it messes up my ear as young as I was, to hear most African leaders say, oh, America are our fathers. I'll be like, what? Say, yeah. They're like, okay, if we're the motherland, I mean, they're the fatherland. I'm like,
oh, wow.
I'm like, how could you rate yourself like that, stoop yourself so low? When you talk about mother, you talk about birth. You talk about birth
The
for a
woman
nation.
creating,
You
yes, the
talk
birth
about
of
the
a nation.
the root, the
The
people that
roots.
create every other race is Africa, and we still all the way to the bottom. Man, if you go to Africa, you see some places you be like, what? But
Wow.
we have every natural resources. We got gold.
Everything.
We got oil. Everything. And anybody that has access to all of these natural resources, guess what they do? They look for a white man to trade with.
Someone else.
Yeah. So I was reading too about the drilling of gold in Libya. I mean, these people have rocks full of gold, have just lands with gold,
Wow.
and some Europeans came over
They rated us up. Wow.
and they just gave them a plot, gave them the spot, the place where they're
What?
gonna till and dig the gold. And when I was reading through it, and I found out they was being paid $12.
American dollar.
Yeah, $12. The workers, the librarians, or how you say, they was being paid $12. The communities, I'm like,
Can't grow. Like you
And
can't
you
even
can't
grow
grow.
as a community.
and they never did
Wow.
nothing with whatever they made out of them. But we out here in America, you see every rapper buying gold chain, all of this stuff, supporting the brand of American brand
Wow.
with diamonds and all of that. And it comes from Africa, and most of those diamonds, a lot of Africans were killed for it.
No, that's so true.
A lot of people's blood was dripped for that,
Come on.
for all of that diamonds and golds that.
We shining and flossing on
That's
the
what
screen,
we floss
thinking we
on
made it
and
hidden.
bling bling
Yeah.
on. And now we need to know ourselves. If we don't know ourselves, I don't care if you say if you're black and you're not African descendant, but that's our ancestors. And when when you fail to treat your ancestors right, it's a curse that follows that, and that's the repercussion we're facing in Africa, because we failed our ancestors by letting dubious people run the communities and do business with
When everyone else
foreigners,
but work upon each other.
work upon each other. So
To work with each other.
we always gonna kill ourselves until we change that. Until we change the way we think, until we change the kind of stuff we buy, what we invest on,
Well, how we're using our money, how we're using our dollars.
money and our dollars, is not going to work. Right now, solar system is going everywhere in Africa. I'm like, are we serious? We took this long till 2020 to come up with a solar system, and Africa is one of the hottest spots in the planet.
We're giving resources. I think in Africa, they're giving resources for less because they don't know just how much value they have. And I think that's what it is. They don't understand the value, how valuable they are.
I would say our ancestors know our value.
And it's like we're not being taught the values. I feel like in Africa, they're not being taught how valuable they are, or what the commodity, or what in their community, how it can actually grow the community, grow the continent as a whole. It's like they're just trying to deplete and take out.
If you look at before Africa was before the slave trade, post-African was invaded. I'll say my town was part of the city that was invaded. Benin. It used to be B-I-N-I-N back then, according to history. But when it was invaded, all our libraries, that was the target. Libraries will have all our ethics, cultural ethics. That's how we used to follow our part, because if they say this right now, it makes another kind of sense in Africa, a meaning. So we don't have a way to write and document stuff, so they mold stuff, ethics and art as a library. So in Africa, you can see a statue, and you study the statue, you know the ancient of time, when what was going on about that time.
Sure.
But it was invaded by Europeans. All that stuff was stolen. They take them to Europe, and still today you can see find some in a lot of the acts and galleries and the museums till date.
Oh, okay.
They're still out there. So really, we don't have history.
We don't know what. Yeah, you're
So
right. All right.
we don't have history. So really, we just following. We're just following what whoever invaded us repented. Let's say if you stole this from me and it was black, and you painted it white and sold it back to us.
Wow, come on. It's
And
like we don't even know the value or what you're selling to us, that it was ours to
us,
begin with.
yeah. I was
Oh,
at the
God.
mall. I was shopping. I seen this capped mask. I looked at it several times. I'm like, man, that was for my place. That was just what I said to myself. I said that was for my place, and I know it worked. It makes a lot. It worked a lot of money, but yeah, until we start really knowing who we are, we will know how we can move forward. So
Okay.
in order
So in moving forward, TJ, like in moving forward, I know you said education. I know you said that us just being aware of what's going on. But what would you feel like right now, if we could do this right now today to get stuff moving in the right direction or to get help to these people, what would that be today that you feel like would really get a change moving?
only the black stars can help it. I was just saying.
So just putting it to the right people to
Yeah.
knowing what's going on.
It's like, look at Jay-Z. I mean, Jay-Z be helping a lot of people in the community going in and out of jail, like Meek Mills, you know. He'd be a big brother to a lot of artists. I mean, you have a whole continent you can be a big brother to.
No, that's true.
You know, I'm not challenging him or whatever, but it's just an idea, you know. You look at Beyonce as well. They both partner. I mean, that's, yeah, y'all kind of creating your attentions to right now. And come on, man. And a lot of people
We got
dying
real
out
stuff
there.
going
Yeah,
on.
we got real stuff. So if
Real
you guys can
situation.
just make a comment, I mean, a comment will be fine. A comment will be fine. I know definitely if Beyonce make a comment about the xenophobic attack in South Africa right now, about 5 million people going to see it.
And something can happen about it. And the fact that they're trying to keep it so hush-hush, that's the part that's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
that they're not even taking it upon themselves to try to save the people. They're like, well, they want to take themselves out there, like, allowing it to happen. It's so sad.
I
Okay.
guarantee you, and I swear, I know people happy just seeing people die.
Yeah, especially ever to take over what they have, that land.
The
Like,
land,
is you not knowing your value, what we just talked about, you not knowing just what the soil that you're on, what you
Yeah.
have to offer.
Awful.
It can defeat you. And in a sense, if you don't know, and that's the thing you're saying, if you're not educated, if you don't know these things, then it puts you in a position where you can be killed. You can be naive to certain things.
Yeah.
And that's so sad. And with all that said, it's just like, man, I just want to help. So we're going to JTV, we're going to put this out there even more so and try to get the message out there to these people and what's going on in the world, because I feel like it's so necessary for us to help as if it's happening right here, because it can happen right here in the U.S. It can happen anywhere if it's happening in the world. So it's like, how you can help, you can spread the word, you can give awareness, you can tag these people, you can actually reach out to these people, try to see what you can do, whatever idea comes to you on how you can help, be that help, because you could be in the same situation. And I think we need to help these babies over there, and just the people there as a whole just need to be helped mentally.
Mentally.
And physically we can help right now.
Yeah, but mentally, that's the first step in recovery. Mentally.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I thank you for just coming on the show and just letting us know, and wanting to be a voice, because that's what's so amazing, that you took the time not to let the light shine on you, but to let awareness start with you. You know what I'm saying? You're in the U.S., you're like, man, I can use my voice to help get it out there, what's going on, so we can try to stop this. And being that, like, so I just want to commend you on that, because that's beautiful, you know, that you
appreciate that.
Like, no, we need to get this going, and I'm going to help you to get that going, to bring awareness.
We need it for our brothers in Africa, in South Africa, our brothers in Ghana, and Bulgaria, all that neighboring country around South Africa. I mean, a lot of people saying I don't actually just like seeing people destroy themselves or properties being
Oh,
destroyed
for
or
real.
all of that. That's gonna set us back, you know. So if we can just help ourselves and just stop
Yeah.
and if, come on, man, let us party together, man.
No, for real.
I love to party. I want to come to South Africa and be able to party and be free, you
And
know,
love.
not worry
Yeah.
about somebody being killed or somebody being, you know,
Yeah.
misjudged. This, which I think that's like the number one part of it. Everybody misjudged situation and it's causing a calamity.
Yeah.
So
I
please,
agree.
anything you can do with your help. I mean, I'm also challenging every other African stars out there like David
Yeah.
Doe, Two Face, Final, all the big
Everybody.
African stars, man. Come on, you guys need to step into this case and try to
Yes, sir.
make us stop this killing of each other. It's not just about South Africa. It's not just about Nigerians.
It's about all of us.
I mean, it just kind of changed the way people look at us worldwide.
Yeah, because this is a very serious cause,
Yeah.
and I just thank you for bringing awareness and let people know just where they can follow you, keep up with you if they want to email or any way they can help.
Yeah, you can
Let
follow.
them know.
You can follow me up on my Instagram ss2game_2j, and you can also find my music everywhere on the social media at 2JAY. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. I'll be right there. You know what I'm saying?
So make sure you guys follow. And again, I just appreciate you wanting to be a voice. I feel like we as people, we need that. People to step up and be a voice and want to be of help and want to see people grow mentally and what they have going on. And this station, JTV Network, we're all about people's journey to victory. And you bringing awareness can bring victory to these people in their lives. So let's make sure that we're typing, we're reposting, we're reaching out to politicians, whoever. And if you're out there, how you can help, reach out to us. You can reach out to my Instagram, my social media, emails. Just let us know any other ways or ideas you feel like you can help to get this resolved. Again, this has been a great show. Thank you.
Thank you very
TJ,
much
for coming. I really appreciate
Thank
you coming out
Good
to the
see
show.
you.
You guys, hey, make sure you guys comment, share, retweet, repost, everything, and make sure you're giving awareness and being the voice. Step up and be the voice and the leader. We're out.
And say no to xenophobic attack
Yes.
in South Africa. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. We out. I
Appreciate
appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah.